Hello, my friends, and welcome back to English Unleashed. In this episode, I will teach you 150 real English sentences for everyday shopping situations. You will hear each sentence clearly, one by one. Then, I will explain the meaning, and you will repeat after me. This method is perfect for practicing speaking and shadowing. Let's begin. Part 1 focuses on the supermarket. For example, you might ask, "Where can I find the milk?" when looking for milk. You could also ask, "Is this on sale?" to find out if something is cheaper today. To inquire about prices, you might say, "How much is a kilo of apples?" When paying, you can ask, "Can I pay by card?" If you want to buy multiple items, you might say, "I will take 2 of these, please." To get proof of payment, you can say, "Can I get a receipt, please?" If you want vegetarian food, ask, "Do you sell vegetarian options?" To report a problem, say, "Excuse me, these eggs are broken." And if you need a shopping bag, say, "I'd like a bag, please." Part 2 covers buying clothes. You might ask, "Can I try this on?" to check the size. Or, "Where are the changing rooms?" to find where to try clothes. To ask about sizes, say, "Do you have this in a medium?" If the item doesn't fit, you can say, "It's too big for me." When choosing a different color, say, "I'll take the black one instead." To ask about discounts, say, "Is there a discount on this item?" If you want to know about returns, ask, "What's your return policy?" If shoes are uncomfortable, say, "These shoes are too tight." When just browsing, say, "I'm just looking. Thank you." And to ask for cheaper options, say, "Do you have anything cheaper?" Part 3 is about the electronics store. You might say, "Can you help me with this phone?" If you need assistance. To ask about repair coverage, say, "Does this come with a warranty?" For battery life, ask, "How long does the battery last?" To check if it's the newest version, say, "Is this the latest model?" If you want to know about returns, ask, "Can I return it if it doesn't work?" To state your budget, say, "I'm looking for a laptop under $500. When comparing products, ask, "What's the difference between these two?" To make a choice, say, "I'll take this one." please. To see how something works, ask, can I see a demo? And to check if a charger is included, say, does it come with a charger? Part 4 takes you to the pharmacy. You might ask, do you have anything for a headache? To find out if a medicine needs a prescription, ask, is this over the counter? To learn how often to take medicine, say, how often should I take it? If you want to talk to an expert, say, can I speak to the pharmacist? To ask about supplements, say, do you sell vitamins? For sore throat relief, say, I need something for a sore throat. To refill a prescription, ask, can I get a refill on this prescription? To check for side effects, say, does this have any side effects? And to buy a small amount, ask, can I buy just one box? Part 5 is about markets or small shops. You might ask, can you give me a better price? To request a discount. To offer a deal, say, I'll take 3 for 5. To ask if something is handmade, say, is this handmade? To learn about the origin, ask, where is this from? To see more colors, say, can I see the other colors? If the price is too high, say, that's too expensive for me. If you need time to decide, say, it looks nice, but I'll think about it. To ask about payment methods, say, do you accept cash only? When you find exactly what you want, say, this is exactly what I was looking for. And to request gift wrapping, say, can you wrap this for me? Part 6 covers shopping online. You might ask, how long does delivery take? To check if shipping is free, say, do you offer free shipping? To follow your package, ask, can I track my order? If your order hasn't arrived, say, I haven't received my order yet. To ask about returns, say, can I return this if it doesn't fit? To know the return rules, ask, what's your return policy? To ask about color options, say, do you have this in another color? To check payment safety, ask, is my payment secure? To change the delivery address, say, can I change the delivery address? And to cancel an order, say, I'd like to cancel my order. Part 7 is at a cafe or coffee shop. You might say, can I see the menu, please? To look at the food and drinks. To get suggestions, ask, "What do you recommend?" To order, say, "I'll have a coffee, please." To take your order away, ask, "Can I get that to go?" To ask for non-dairy milk, say, "Do you have any non-dairy milk?" To request no sugar, say, "I'd like it with no sugar." To check for internet, ask, "Is there Wi-Fi here?" To politely ask for water, say, "Can I have a glass of water, please?" To ask about payment methods, say, "Do you take card or cash?" And when finished ordering, say, "That's all, thank you." Part 8 is about buying train tickets. You might ask, "Where can I buy a ticket?" To ask about prices, say, "How much is a ticket to London?" To find out train times, ask, "What time is the next train?" To check if the train is direct, ask, "Is this a direct train?" To know if the train stops at a place, ask, "Does this train stop at Oxford?" To book a round trip, say, "Can I book a return ticket?" To ask about payment, say, "Can I pay with card?" To know if you must book early, ask, "Do I need to book in advance?" To find the departure platform, ask, "Which platform does it leave from?" And to ask for student discounts, say, "Can I get a student discount?" Part 9 is at a bookstore. You might ask, "Do you have this book in stock?" To find a section, say, "Where can I find travel books?" To ask about formats, say, "Is this available in paperback?" To ask about stationery, say, "Do you sell notebooks and pens?" To look for specific books, say, "I'm looking for children's books." To order a book not in stock, ask, "Can I order it if it's not here?" And to ask about prices, say, "How much is this one?" Part 10 is at the post office. You might say, "I'd like to send this letter." To ask about postage costs, say, "How much is it to send this to France?" To ask about stamps, say, "Do you have any stamps?" To request a large envelope, say, "I need a large envelope." To ask about fast shipping, say, "Can I send this by express delivery?" To ask about delivery time, say, "When will it arrive?" To ask about customs forms, say, "Do I need to fill out a customs form?" To track a package, say, "Can I track this package?" And to insure an item, say, "Can I insure this item?" Part 12 is about buying shoes. You might say, I'm looking for a pair of walking shoes. To ask about sizes, say, do you have this in size 42? To try shoes on, say, can I try these on? To ask about colors, say, do they come in black? If shoes are uncomfortable, say, these are too tight. To ask for a bigger size, say, do you have a bigger size? And to say the shoes fit well, say, they feel comfortable. Part 13 is about buying perfume or fragrance. You might say, I'm looking for a new perfume. To test a perfume, ask, can I try this one? To ask about testers, say, do you have any testers? To describe the scent you want, say, I'm looking for something light and fresh. To ask about the target customer, say, is this for men or women? To ask about the main ingredients, say, what are the main notes in this perfume? And to ask how long the scent lasts, say, how long does it last? Well done! You've just learned over 150 shopping sentences. Now you have the language to feel confident buying clothes, sending packages, shopping online, and much more, all in English. Thanks for learning with me. And until next time, keep learning, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. I'm Ben, and this is English Unleashed. Bye for now!